Yes, yes, my nice and decent people, them back again. Let's talk about the business. Is it me? You see this guy? You see this guy, Ryan? This guy, Ryan. Yeah, I told you, yeah, that this guy has figured it out. He's figured out the marketing thing. Okay, so this is what is going on. Man, I tweet, say, he wants to fight Errol Spence. That was funny to me. Remember I said, is he coming back 147? Errol Spence said he can't make 147 anymore. Ryan's coming from 143. I was expecting him, if he's going to go up to 147. Is this going to be a catch weight if it happens? Let's understand what's going on there. So, they've had some beef. I don't understand their beef. I believe, and if I'm wrong, please, if anybody can tell me the rest of it. So, Derek James is, or was, Errol Spence's trainer from when he was in the amateurs up to when he lost to Crawford. Prior to that, Ryan Garcia chose to have Derek James as his trainer. So he joined the camp. At the time, Anthony Joshua was also in the camp. So Derek James had these particular three: Anthony Joshua, Ryan Garcia, and Errol Spence. So they were all training together. And the word is, I don't know, I haven't seen any literature towards this. The word is, Derek James got paid differently by Anthony Joshua and by Ryan Garcia, differently to how Errol Spence has been paying him. Errol Spence has said that he had a verbal agreement about their payment, which was 10% of his purse. Now, he said this means the purse that he signs for in terms of is agreed definite money. So maybe that's 2 million or 3 million. And it weren't, he said, Errol Spence said, this verbal agreement did not say anything about pay-per-view upside. So he would get an upside from the pay-per-view of a good few million. And he didn't give Derek James any of that. So the guaranteed purse, which was a set price of maybe 2, maybe 3 million, he gave him 10% of that. But then when it came to the pay-per-view upside, which could be 5 to 10, maybe more million, he didn't give him any of that, right? So put it this way, if he's getting his guaranteed 3 million, and he's getting another 10 million on top of that, that's 13 million. But he would only give him 10% of the 3 million and keep the 10. He ain't getting none of that. Okay? So it could have been 1.3, but he would just give him 0.3. Okay? And that was happening throughout his pay-per-view career. It got to the point where he fought Terence Crawford, got his biggest purse ever. And after this, Derek James somehow found out about Errol not paying him or how he's supposed to be paying him, and subsequently is now taking Errol Spence to court. Errol Spence has admitted that I did it, and it was the agreement verbal, and there was nothing said about the pay-per-view upside. So I don't know why he should have got some of that, but yeah, I can see how it looks snaky, and it's my bad. But instead of him giving him his piece, he's just letting him take him to court. So that's happening right now. Ryan Garcia, in the meantime, started to take a dislike to Errol Spence. Before that, them two were kind of like going on like they were friends. I remember when Tank fought Rolly Romero, I believe it was, and they were in the crowd and making bets like, I bet you that Rolly gonna knock out Tank. And Errol and them saying, come on, don't be stupid. Tank's gonna knock out Rolly. Come on, let's not be silly. I bet 5,000 or 50,000, however much they bet. They had some bet. I think it was 50k. And they said, all right, cool, we'll take the 50k. Rolly subsequently got knocked out by Tank, and they had to give the man 50k. 5,500, I can't remember how much money it was, but it was a lot more than 10k. It was like 50 or 500k, half a mil or 50k, something like that. I can't remember exact numbers, okay? But Ryan obviously paid that debt because Ryan's this guy. He just will say, I'll just give you money. I'll bet you 500k, and then he'll just pay it. And he don't have no business paying. You know what I mean? He has no qualms paying his debts. You see that he said 500,000 per pound, and he was 3.2 pounds over. So then he eventually paid, straight away paid Devin that 1.5 mil. So there you go, bro. I'm gonna knock you out anyway, so I'm gonna get 50 for this. So 1.5 ain't nothing. There you go, have that. So he's a man that pays his debts. Anyway, that's not the thing. They seem to be friendly, camaraderie and all of that. But since he joined the camp, things turned sour between Ryan Garcia and Errol Spence. Not from Errol Spence. I haven't heard Errol Spence say anything bad about Ryan Garcia, but Ryan Garcia has definitely been saying some mad things about Errol. I don't know what's wrong with Donny. That man, like Ryan, goes on this Spaces thing on Twitter all the time, and he just chatting the thing, like cussing out Errol I was like, what is going on? So evidently, it may be all tied into the fact that he now knows that Errol weren't paying Derek sufficiently, and he's taken his side, saying, right, Errol's a bum for that, man. How can he not pay his trainer, man? He's like, that's an idiot thing, that. So maybe he's turned on Errol for that, but he's definitely turned on Errol to the point now where he's saying he wants to fight Errol. I want to fight Errol. Next fight, I want it to be Errol Spence. So remember I was saying, what's next for Ryan? This guy is a marketing dunny. He's calling in to come out now and say, yeah, I want to fight Errol Spence and I'm going to finish off the job that Crawford done. Yo, that's wild. That's wild. And Errol now, he has to sink or swim with this one. He has to either have to say, yeah, I'm going to take the fight, or try rubbish him off as an idiot. Nah, come on, man. He ain't serious. That's a joke thing. If you remember, I told you, Mikey Garcia gave up that WBC belt when he was at lightweight, which then was fought for by WBO champion Lomachenko and #1 contender Luke Campbell. When Mikey gave up that belt, he was moving up. And I believe that was the time when he was moving up to go and fight Errol. He tweeted a year or two before that, I want to fight Errol Spence. And Errol looked at it and said, oh, yeah, ha. Just laughed at it. And just gave it, just laughed after, man. And then ended up fighting him anyway. Yeah, so I can't say, nah, Errol ain't going to fight Ryan. I believe that this is definitely something that could happen. Boxing is mad, and this could happen. So, there you go, guys. This is what looks like it's going to happen next. And he also tweeted this, Ryan Dunn. He tweeted, yo, if you man think I take drugs, yeah? Yo, you don't think I take drugs? Okay, whoever I fight next, let them take steroids. I'll let them take steroids. This guy is wild. This guy is giving me too much joke. He's got a mentality, right, that just is boss-like. He's on a boss-like mentality. He's just stubborn and he don't care. Now, I'm not saying I agree or I rate or anything. I'm just watching the movements and telling you how I see it. And I see this guy making some movements. It's hilarious to me. It's hilarious. So, come on, guys. Talk to me. What do you think about this proposition? Ryan versus Errol. Do you think it could happen? Do you think it should happen? Is it a fight that you guys would be interested in? Who do you think would win out of Errol and Ryan? Let me know. Talk to me. Tell me what you think's going on. Yes. Bless up. Next video on its way soon. Peace.